mo NPP for mopa mundi matema confirm say yesu beba make keep him opposition 42 years ya de no kure be keep him opposition mo yankwasiafo muni munyansa mumbu Ghana for enti ya de no kure no ebe keep him egumu party me se me mengu NPP a onyankopon ni makumem megu no mopa momfa NPP nkoshe menhia meba ha begu no munye ready say bobeka no kure enti megu no me say mopa NPP munchangi dini na momfa otufo mehye mfimfin en otufo PP megu no enti mopa Monsensini akonwa na mofa nkomo otufo sanana ya de NPP ya danne asesegwa ayatena so meko meguno akonwa otufo teso otufo sua ose nipa ogina obanim edinsie no eye atro na ochiri enti se modi atro bwa go otufo nsema mede no kura beguno me protect otufo setutu every emmo te sem nsem the 42-year agenda no edaho and that is going to play out and me maka until some be ready some beka no kura party will never exist as far as I live. John Mahama ebo pro oya campaign ewo Ghana. Okachire Ghana for say NDC ba power and as part of the 42-year plan agenda to keep NDC in power for 42 years to direct this country and move the country from maybe away to a better position. No, Okachire Ghana for say eye obia ora public institution, eye public tertiary institution no. Osi nipa bia oko pole Oko nursing training, Oko teacher training, Obia Oko University are fall under tertiary institution that is recognized by the government of Ghana. No, John Mahama kachire Ghana for say, Omo amube school first year, ewo university, ewo polytechnic, ewo any accredited government tertiary institution. No, Omo nyina aban betua omo first year, omo fees amomo. And in the budget, no, Akufo Addo to say me, we judgem ama wakacha Ghana for John Mahama, asema wakan with this. There are so many things that John Mahama ya a bro nyansa nenti asie so enyumbre me no ka say Nyankopon hwe was say adia Kevin eye de Ghana for aye no kura omode abedi omanim no me hira Ghana eni che enyumbre okwa Nyankopon hwe channel 10. Echirechirem the ende esi o parliament ene eye ebo John Mahama ehye Ghana for na yate se nkofo bebre ka se ai na eye de covid eye tax no adena NDC fo ntwemu John Mahama ne NDC omotwa covid tax nim covid tax no na danko Akufo Addo ne bawo mi omokro no nti omo de linke anase omo de chain so ne nan omo de convert nti for you to be able to do that no the President and the finance minister and the NDC as a government, you know, I was say omukoye reforms. Now, reforms, you know, and I said that adjustment, you know, what you need to do is say, I was say bibi ekavat moi. You need to go look at a VAT policy. Now we are doing ultimately a free VAT because the VAT component, you know, the COVID levy, you know, and now COVID-19 tax, you know, the share VAT. Inti atofo se ne ka chache Ghana for den or say about COVID-19 tax and Akufo Addo bojina omotwem what they need to do now and they say because it is changed to a VAT no you cannot just bring it to parliament and say wetwem e-levy obetum about parliament yebejatum yebetwem a betting tax obetum about parliament that same day na yebetwem emission tax and smoke tax obetum the parliament that day yebetwem but when it comes to COVID-19 na Akufo Addo munim so ya kromfo a na mo person da Ghana for nti omo de ko share VAT value added tax no eno so e wo ne mra eno nko asiwo nti atofo se ne kasa no o say e wo se aban no esa ekotena se na omo sa hwe mra na ebo eye value added tax no ho no na omo aya bibia friend amendment. Now, so person amendment ni nyina ne say wasa afa VAT no na baby omo de ko share no we na odi bibi foforo ahye ho every say omo de ko share eye VAT mu e ho no omo de ko sie ye nti say aban ne pese oyi free ho a aban ne ntumi ntam in a day em from parliament say yenyi because chain na eso eye COVID-19 name no VAT no aso sa VAT nim nti o say ye de sa eye den sa eye part no ele ko tenase na ye pensem mu ne ehu se dabi we na say ye bibia friend amendment bronikas amendment or say emrano ye sa hwe ne kusekusem na ye dukrum na ye hu se ne betumi yi VAT no COVID-19 tax na ewom no component no efrim se ne be ya yentia Ghana mra Inti COVID-19 no sa tax no on paper no eye the NDC no omotwam ba maka che Ghana for so omu ndi atro also mo ti ase say even though person obua Ghana for mo he ha mo no enkyere say so obu mmra so inti omu pese omu de mmra kwan so na eye COVID-19 tax na yede akoshe VAT mu no omu amende eye den sa VAT mmra no na omu tumi yi enu kwan free mu a enkofa asem mba ma obi nkoka asem court na NDC aban ebu mmra so unim John Mahama ono omu mmra so atoforsen eye ne nyansa any de onim se obese ochechire man yemfa atro enchechire man inti na okachire Ghana for on paper no eye COVID-19 no eye den yetwam but they need to make sure say omo di mmra so eyi eye den saa de refrim inti ende se wo hwe mame kire se ende wo hwe receipt wo Ghana obahu se oto ade a na VAT no omo di COVID-19 den akohyem inti wontimi ngina so one day wetwam e wo se one mende law no enie on se ende oje ukuta eye receipt wo Ghana. If you have a receipt in Ghana, this is what you see. On receipt, no. On say, where your genuine broster chicken. Palace Mall. Now, o share a year taxes now. Barbecue chicken, omo a year cook meal, omo regular chips, omo a year, and the subtotal is 66 Ghana cedis. Now, me check the year COVID-19 there no the tax in watch row. Send a bill say NDC for edino crutch row. On say osha taxes now. Oba sewa omo 2.5 NHIL. Tax omaji 1.8. Omo 2.5 get fund omati 1.8. And na omo sade 1% COVID levy akoshe VAT nim. Inti uta dia your bibi friend direct and indirect tax. Ni nyina fall under VAT. Inti NPP aban ba omiamo no omo di COVID-19 no ekoshe VAT nim. Inti say NDC 4% omo yi sa 1% COVID levy na. They need to make sure say omo the sa VAT no asa akotena se amende mra no eyi eno efri eye den sa de nim enu nti na ende no atofo se ka kire mo say they need to make sure they do the right amendment, look at the law and take out a COVID-19 no. Inti technically on paper the NDC they have shown the willingness. John Mahama mama tiase say sa COVID-19 sa tax we no obey efri ho, they need to follow the rules. So person ochi Ghana for yemfa buga yemfa atro yentwa ntro emfa enchechire man ye de no kure na chechire man. Betting tax gone, e-levy gone, emission tax gone, COVID-19 tax will be gone because they need to use the right procedure and process to make sure say they have amended the law to take the COVID-19 out. Inti so big Jinaga say and now when you COVID-19 and through John Mahama has done more than enough. And because of his track record and because of the evidence we can show you today and what they have shown our budget, we believe and we know say COVID-19 John Mahama the Mbrakwanso through parliament and this one majority they will make sure they take out a COVID-19 out of the VAT. What you say? Definitely COVID-19 too will be shut down. John Mahama will cancel it. Memo being that down. No kreno and a major match no. Dia can you name and you better catch them say you know can who boom na you can't your toaba near dino kre na your ma NDC ba power. What is going to happen is the next 42 years no say you know can adwini bom near pese be yankwa e won nkofo kroso nkofo man so na ye party a ebetie ye edino kra kire ye o say you nyina ye ba together na ye tenetene NDC no ye guide NDC no omo di no kra na abo maba so omo ye nyoma bi anya na atene omo because it is only consistency. And Ghana betumenya ntuma pefra. It is not 4 years, 8 years, 4 years. It is when we give a political party that is willing, that is ready, that knows how to govern, that respects the view. So NDC komu bumua anka eye dialogue ya almost say yenye economic dialogue komo beka no dem. But because the NDC respects the views of Ghanaians, respects you the voter no. NDC and John Mahama say there's an economic forum dialogue yenye na yembra na yemechine Ghana ho. And it's in penny for a teacher for businessmen. They join that conversation. They have the education forum. And also, I say, Obiambra, na side dialogue, no, so this is a government. Yeah, ma almost chance 42 years. Sibia America, you know, that is what Ghana will be. Inti also be at the 42 years agenda. No, John Mahama is showing, say, if we have faith in the NDC, we believe in the NDC. You protect our policies. Na ya ma obian distract ye. Na ye jina confidence wo party nim any ebua omo Ghana. Sa ahochira enkwasiafo we MPP de beto ye so no. We will never experience it again because what John Mahama is building now no. Say ama John Mahama enwie na NDC antoa so a enkwasiafo we ba omo be se no. It will be cost 90. We will go back to the basics. We will go back to another zero. So we should not allow the piglets, the NPP tribal bigots, to come in and destroy whatever we are building. Anytime I catch your gun and say, you should be proud today, say, you voted for the NDC, vote for John Mahama, who is a truthful leader, who respects you, the Ghanaian, and he has given you what you asked for. This is the first time in our history, President to be on campaign, a presidential candidate. I catch a Ghana for, I would do this. And one can once, consistently, Ghana football and Endamenoka say, John Mahama has delivered. And this is what we need. We need a government, a party, individuals who are consistent and intelligent enough. Atofo Sibejina and there, when blaming COVID-19, when blaming Russia, Ukraine, when blaming external forces, Atofo said, this is a government that has come to solve problems. This is a government that is going to take the blame. This is a government that is going to work, deliver, and make sure it's a Ghana Nibia Watono. And that is what we have been looking for years. That is what you and I, we voted for. We cannot go out in our numbers in millions to vote for a party and say 8 years time for Abemu. We will destroy everything that we are building today. Because these people, they are vampires. These people, they are demons. The NPP will destroy us. They will come and turn the country into a family business. We are not supposed to create that room for them. Into Agenda 42 years, we all need to support it. We all need to have faith. We all need to have clear conscience. The NDC in free heaven buy Ghana for at a point they will make mistakes. But it is upon us to diligently, honestly, direct and caution them. Make sure they do what we want. Make sure they respect our views. And that is what we need to do as a people. Into the 42-year agenda, it has started from now. And John Mahama and the NDC, now let's go down and see maybe our budget in him. They are budget in him. Apart from betting tax, John Mahama cancel, e-levy, John Mahama cancel, COVID-19 levy wa cancel, any emission tax wa cancel. No. There are so many things that John Mahama ya. A bro nyansa nenti asiye so enyumbre me no ka say nyankopon ehwe me. Wa say adia Kevin eye. De Ghana for aye. No kura omode abedi omonim no. Me hyira Ghana. Eni che enyumbre okwa nyankopon hwe Channel 10 Kevin Taylor. Onim de ekoso. Na ma menchiro le John Mahama ne NDC asaye. Won wa ade we. Your friend academic fees. John Mahama ebo pro oya campaign ewo Ghana. Okachire Ghana for say NDC ba power, and as part of the 42-year plan agenda to keep NDC in power for 42 years to direct this country and move the country from maybe away to a better position. Okachire Ghana for say eye obia ora public institution, eye public tertiary institution no. Or se nipa bia oko pole. Oko nursing training, oko teacher training, obia oko university are fall under tertiary institution that is recognized by the government of Ghana. No, John Mahama kachire Ghana for say, omo amube school first year, ewo university, ewo polytechnic, ewo any accredited government tertiary institution. No, omo nyina no aban betua omo first year, omo fees amomo. And there in the budget, Atofo Infantini to say me, we jujum ama wakacha Ghana for John Mahama, asema wakan with this. In the budget, 499.8 million Ghana cedis has been allocated for the non-academic fee policy for all first-year students in public tertiary institutions. In the end, me mami a wutie me papa a wutie me, mo mana omuko university polytechnics no, John Mahama yi sika to we twa sika, Ghana sika. PPP 499.8 ukasi nia 500 million Ghana. Saa sika na Akufo Addo edikoto plane no. Saa sika no ena bedie to area ya odekotena New Jersey. Saa sika na Gabi mo area ya through PDS. And the John Mahama atom almost 500 million Ghana cedis. 500. Or say or they are too. Obia Oberra University, Polytechnic, any accredited government institution of first year untu akapre. Umpewe na opedien, John Mahama na kaye, wetwam eno no ensaye. Dia John Mahama kana nyoma bebre ende budget no wakachire Ghana. Dia okaso obedisu no wedini nyina so. We 42-year agenda to keep NDC in power. After John Mahama, we need to keep this nation together. The NDC is the only political party that can do that. DMB na John Mahama akache and through the budget. Now budget no also say yawo eye pharmacists a omo ye adwuma ma Ghana for ukọ eye hospitals a ukọ aban hospitals a ukọ hospitals a kese a eye teaching hospitals na ade a yawo nipa bi a omo bebi a ye manduro omo de from pharmacists for omo ko school a eye aban de for omo adwuma na sebio omo be serve Ghana for na Nana Akufo Addo NPP aban ema nipa mu 321 pharmacists omo ko school kosua inro a yeyi nduro ma o maame yeyi nduro ma wo yere se de be ya wo yere ko hospital a bebi a yeyi nduro pama no ema no tumi nya num ema ne pom ye den no Nana Akufo Addo one bawomia o se chemensa bonsu bodam ni kedede Japan any NPP the tribal party no nipa 321 pharmacists John Mahama say Nana Akufo Addo ne bawomia kedede Japan o se chemensa bonsu ni NPP for no omo nti omo ka se omo na ne control NPP abana mo musika wentia omo salary amomo enso eye John Mahama o say from 2023 ya nkofo we yenti omo ka ebesinde no John Mahama ka che finance minister say enime ya ompe sika na ontua eka bia ye de pharmacist into because obi na yindro ema opemni omo ma yindro e hospital no udi omo ho agro a we ye durubone ama obi akono mawu enti sankofo no e wo se weni eka omo ho e wo se o make sure say eduro ana edwuma omo ye no omo ni di omo dwuma ho if say doctor ni betuma ye de opeso ye nyina owie na pharmacist no na adwene no sebio edwuma o ye no ne ninje ho ne ho kire na sa pharmacist ne de adwendwene be ye durubone ama o yere akono mawu enti omo yi nduro no e very important say ebebo mo ban from 2023 ebesi 2024 to 2025 Nana Akufo Addo enti omoka John Mahama say through the finance minister Akufo Addo nipa 321 or some pay ke mu nyina no enime ya enti omoka we ene John Dramani Mahama NDC memfe ndi agro budget na na edwudwam no me maamenom me sewanom me papanom de kan brofo budget nim no eno na endemi dwudwam amawate ase now eno ano no dabi budget no esa de nsam de bebre bae Mukai se imrebi NPP for time na John Mahama wa power 2012 mu ebesi 2016 NPP for Samia Uku any NPP satam Samia Uku a na nim se tete cap ebetena TV so any NPP for nya ka kire Ghana for say John Mahama any NDC for satam na Professor Nana Opoku Agyeman any education minister John Mahama na NDC ka say omo pese omo ma embayiwa omo secondary schools any schools from JSS omo sanitary pad for free sene be ya sebio omo a omo ni bi omo awofo ni bi akora de obu ni nsa sebio emfa wo sene papa wo sika anane ma mini sika e wo se oba de oyesema or so bad and hote into Professor Nana Opoku Agyeman in 2013-14 time na oya education minister ne ka kire Ghana through John Mahama say omo pese omo ma sanitary pad sene be ya enkwara no eco school a omo so omo bu omo nsa o boarding house ne ade a sebio enka emba omo ho na omo so ehu betumate Samia Uku ka kire Ghana for satan na ono ne di MPP fo anim and there we wie sika e wo NLA na asembeba na nsia ma munsuro we wie sika ama ne fu ado ama na fono ayese me die bi o ka kire Ghana for that time na ono na ye den ono na ye MPP National Youth Organizer o hwe na fono ayese 55 cap o ka kire Ghana for say Mahama sanitary pad initiative is demonic omo MPP for nkwasiafo e ka kire Ghana for say sa sanitary pad na Professor Nana Opoku Agyeman and John Mahama mu in 2014 ka so ma emma e wo school no o say na omo de pad no e ko ye duro Samia Uku kwasiampanyi we yo Samia Uku kwasiampanyi a wawia NL sika e de ko wura akuapem a me nuanu akuapem fo bi agimi amtoma no Samia Uku kwasiampanyi abrante agina TV so ka kire Ghana for say eye Mahama 2014 sanitary pad na o say de ma emmayewa na omutum eti omo ho etumi ma omo ho sisi omo so ema enkamba omo no Samia Uku na no na fone se 55 cap no o ka kire Ghana for e de ye campaign say NDC aban no e de enkwara ne pad ne koye duro kwase we de nam Ghana to parliament nyansa ben na wo sa abna kokko ex boyfriend we mu nyansa ben na wo shisha client we mu sa nkwase afo we ene nam Ghana ne yeso so omo so and the budget no John Mahama kasa John Mahama say eye sanitary pad no we sika 92.4 million abayu a wo hwe me wa wo JSS wa wo SS a we ni tua me awofo a mo hwe me John Mahama na mumu bidi na tem say obesay free SHS or babesay school no muntie me and the budget no John Dramani Mahama Ghana sika 292.4 million Ghana cedis or see anya den yem fanto sanitary pad ni yem make sure say akwarabia or primary JSS SS aban amane pad sanitary pad or de be bon ho bra or de be siesie no ho or de be make sure say ono so income man ho. This is the John Mahama NDC. The 42-year agenda na enie. That means that for the next 42 years no akwarabia obeko JSS obebu ni nsa akwarabia obeko SS obebu ni nsa and the NDC government akwarabia ni obe like sanitary pad e wo school enti ye sika ye twa sika puduo. John Mahama ne Professor Nano Poko Ajiman say from endeko for the next 42 years no obia ne ho kwan say akwara wo JSS SS na obu ni nsa e wo say olake e sanitary pad enti NDC aban na we need to protect it for the next 42 years no we are awofo atie me. We are young girl, what the 15 years, what the 17 years. I feel na wokwa wariasia, what the 22 years, what the 30 years are. Womana woba wo mako primary, any JSS, any SS no. John Mahama ne NDC say for the next life, for the next 42 years no, akwara bien wa okwa school or Ghana, e was say auto sanitary pad. We enso yasem da na wo budget nim. Obi beka say Kevin Taylor, ujujwa budget nim eno anon dabi NPP for nkwasi afo nti na yenya abotre dwudwam. Every so omu agimi. Me say mo MPP for mo pa mundi matema ko say Yesu beba me keep him opposition 42 years. Ya de no kure be keep him opposition mo yankwasiafo. Muni munyansa, mumbu Ghana for. Iti ya de no kure no ebe keep him egumbu party me say me. Mengu MPP a onyankopon ni makumem. Megu no. Me say it does not matter mo pa mo fa NPP nkoshe menhia me ba ha begu no. Munye ready sabo beka no kure inti megu no. Me say mo pa MPP mun change din na mo fa otufo mbehye finfin en otufo PP megu no munye ready sabo beka no kure sa munye no kure dia munye ready dia me ekọ ene omo amaka Ghana munim nyansa ye begu no inti mo pa mon sensene akonwa na mo fa nkomo otufo sa nana ye de MPP ya dan asesegwa ayatena so megu no otufo mpa no kure akonwa otufo te so otumfo sua ose nipa ogina obanim edinsie no eye atro na ochiri enti se modi atro bwa go otumfo nsema me de no kura begu no me protect otumfo setutu every emmo te sem nsem because the truth is the only thing that should protect this country. The 42-year agenda no edaho and that is going to play out and me maka until some be ready some meka no kure party no will never exist as far as I live megu no mo me enko enim. Now, no dabi. I had the NDC through the finance minister, John Mahama, a boy or share Ghana no. Ababa bedru form Emma and the Menoka say. Ababa bedru form Emma and the Menoka say. Assemblyman for Crampo and Sa Comedy. Mumian Cotier, the budget in Ekafa assemblyman for him.
Mr. Speaker, another amount of 100 million Ghana cedis has been allocated for the payment of monthly allowance to all assembly members.
And the Atufos and Eddie Asempa Abba or see John Mahama and NDC Abino almost sika 100 million cedis atuho ama assembly members in Ghana. Yababetia stipends, allowances, assemblyman bi oha anaju tu ni afreno assembly light nebu po nebu insu ato afansio afanipa assembly obi wu ha na wagya na yere ne mma ho anaju de suom e wo se assembly beboa. Assembly, Jaw store na bra, na de, ye see area ha, a ball and a bua so, ye head your bet my yamaye, na assembly, ejan store ho, no co. Assembly, Obaway, oh, assembly, Obada hospital go already slow, Jaobano ho, na bra, na the atu emantemi, assembly, bedianim. And a John Mahama say, a human kitin kitia assemblyman, any assembly woman, Omu Yama Ghana, eyema omo mpeswa so entumi enso eboa ekekere eyede omo respective assemblies and communities no John Mahama adadwene ho ama NDC adadwene ho say the 42-year agenda no e wo say nyina ye boa assembly members ma ne mbema say omo so no the moment obi be giatum aka say me pese me be part of the assembly way me pese me be di nipa ko we nim no month bia no 1300 Ghana be 13 million or so ono so gi na sebio de oye ahwehwem dia no ono so de ontafre nsa ho kwa nti almost emwa kakra omode boa ye ne ye wo fie ye ne yeso ye boa community edwuma omo ye ede nkofo ma ko hospital edumre bi ko obitumi ne nyinsan tumi kana najo na ne kuru eni sika na assembly sika ana ne car na wo so kofa na ode koye nti assembly fo no so no omo hia bibi nkakra sebio emergency bani e fra assembly na assembly so ono so wo a wetumi etuma to petrol gu ni car mu no akofa asime seyira ko hospital anase nsuo to na bola etu anase BBC light pole bibu na se yehia enimenimu ya ma carpenter ni bi abaye yanwoma ema nipa ho nkire na assembly so bibi kakra e wo no ho no obetumi ayeden ebetumi di aboa ama the constituency and the community no ejina ne na so into the next 42 years no assembly members in Ghana John Mahama ne NDC say every 30 days 1300 tete Ghana 13 million yade be ma ho fato ho na wo so assembly be be ma eye ba assembly utumi bonsa e man kofo hu se omo na odi omanim utumi so eboa nkakra inti 1300 Ghana 13 million for the next 42 years NDC what power no the assemblymen of Ghana they will receive allowances and stipends for the next 42 years. We need to keep the NDC in power. The 42-year agenda, no, we all have to try protect it and make sure say ochina obi be assemblyman sa allowance we no the government, the NDC government will make sure said in Saka into we assembly member. Why already say person your assembly member? Oh, idea be so be assembly member. You need to support the John Mahama idea. You need to support the NDC idea. You need to make sure that the next 42 years no sasika we no every month bia no assemblyman ni benya NPP entumi nye John Mahama say from end no the 42-year agenda no eno de ato into we assembly member or so ma we nije if you say mbra no ye gituma obia every month e benya 13 million old Ghana cedis and 1300 e de ato no botom John Mahama ni NDC omaka eno omoye John Mahama ni NDC the 42-year agenda no 42 years agenda no eno na start no the ebeko sunday a make actually nyina ebeto aso for 42 years iti mema wa agin ya say obema obi chance mana be say no NPP for your opportunity the John Mahama yin no be say no it is the next 42 years there we need to make sure say the end John Mahama aka nyina no ye be diso ato abama NDC John Mahama oho oni ho abeya mra na ya kekere oman ni ye now eno ano no dabi emma mo hweme edwadifo John Mahama she Ghana fombo o say through Professor Nana Opoku Agyeman adwene nyansa adwene pa eda ne tirim ene nyansa eda vice president Nana Opoku Agyeman tirim no or the idea bi baaye na idea ni nyina ne say eye emma mukodwa so moye bodwabodwa sebio mo hia say aban be so masene ye be hia bank bi a emma nko na be yadwuma because omo wotima omo tema ase omo betumi ayeden ate emma de omo ka ase enti John Mahama ne na aban hye Ghana for bo o se emma titru a sebi omo pese mudidwa ekokwan so bo and the budget no Women's Bank in Sembe mu yenkotie the finance minister Akufo Addo ekaye.
Mr. Speaker, I now take you to how these resources will be allocated in the year 2025. Mr. Speaker, we will, Right Honorable Speaker, we have also allocated 51.3 million Ghana cedis as seed fund for the establishment of the Women's Development Bank. Mr. Speaker, we have also allocated 300 million Ghana cedis to the National Apprenticeship Program. Mr. Speaker, I repeat, we have also allocated an amount of 300 million Ghana cedis to the National Apprenticeship Program. Right Honorable Speaker, we have also allocated an amount of 100 million Ghana cedis to the Ejumewura Program. Mr. Speaker, an amount of 100 million Ghana cedis has been allocated to the National Codes Program. Mr. Speaker, another amount of 100 million Ghana cedis has been allocated for the payment of monthly allowance to all assembly members.
John Mahama abino say and for the next 42 years. Makacha Ghana for there's only one party that we can trust to govern, to protect, and to make sure say Ghana ankasa no the next 42 years no yetumi ejina ye naso say on mind to say America, Asian countries na ye ni bre omo no. And the day see what parliament. Eye atofos na oye finance minister say John Dramani Mahama now buying from now to the next 42 years and over no. Omo establishing BBI a friend of Women's National Bank. Now, the Women's Bank no, ni nyina say omo bebie bank a emankwa ene beko ho akoji sika ana loan edi edidwa. Na ye beka say banks no afe na omo ba ebeye ye fra bibi establishing. Na osi sika ode to ase banks na ye bebie no ye fra bibi seed money. Sika yedi nkan de ato ase a sebio yedi be start edi dwuma ema Ghana for ma etumi aden akọ access sika ne bi no inti ye sika fotuo bi a yedi be to ase a ye friend seed money eno ne sika ete se oyiri kodi dwa o ma no into ase sika ye sika po eno na yedi si ano eno na yedi be start eye Women's Bank no o se wotwa Ghana sika 5.53.1 million 53 million Ghana cedis. O de ko titi Ghana sikanimu a eye de bidie ka 30 enkom. Sa sika John Mahama etwa to no the 53.1 million na wetwa sa sika to no. Sa sika no in old Ghana cedis no bidie ka nko 20. Ye hye sa sika wo ma enkom o se eno na ode ato ase. For the next 42 years no Ghana for ma betumi anante akọ bank. We NPP neo, we NDC neo, we UP neo, we CPP neo. Okwa na wa kire se we Ghana ni, o pese wo didwa, na o pese aban so wasene. Inti John Mahama eyi sika puduo a eye 53 million. And there so wo de ko tete Ghana sika mu a eye bidie ka nko 20 enkom sika puduo. O say for the next 42 years no, debia afibia ana 4 years bia ana afibia no, obesa pompi sika gum. Senya beya Ghana for ma 51.3 million. Ghana for ma ebetumi akọ access sika. O pese ukofa tomatoes wo kwan so. O pese ubie store bojwa. O pese uton beans. O pe kakraka ho ahyemu kena. Sebio ukofa moko wotechiman. O se samu a moye Ghana for ma ni nyina no nani ehwemo. Professor Nano Poko Ajiman say ono ene bedi saa de we anim. Nti ye de sika eye 51 million. Articulator eye bidie ka tete no be 20 enkom or the ashem we are Ghana ni ba ma weninje because for the next 42 years no that bank will exist and every time biana akwarabi ebe na adwene say opese odidwa opese obi adwuma bi opese ono ode ne ho no obetime wura ho eye ma na be adwuma mba wotema mma buade mma enim ne nyonko ba asem mma ene betie ma asem na mma aboa ma inti sa Women's Bank no John Mahama say the next 40 years no 42 years no say ya mpepre ho and 20 NDC that Women's Bank no ebe gina so as serve Ghana for mba nyina for over 42 years. Umpewe na opeka ya motium. We eye John Mahama. Budget ni na ye dwudwam no Ghana for aha na obi ahwe. Obi anim say Kevin, ono nko na betima kyerɛkyerɛm ma yate ase. No kora na medwudwam no, de omo pese omo bete no, ene na meka no kora na kyerɛw no. Na obi ka NPP for no mo ka John Mahama nursing training allowance, teacher training allowance. John Mahama say at this point no wadinka ka kyerɛ Ghana for say nursing training any teacher training allowance no betwam. Obetwam no de saa sika no was substituting with loan. Na oma koji loan na omo de aye dwuma de ompese omo de ye. But for the meantime no I was say aye training colleges any institutions aye tertiary institutions ending kan embeto saa aye degree level ni mu no I was say aban no ehhehye mbrama ye movie obi a only degree so ebeto degree so send ye be ya they will have access to what we call loan. Inti aban edi hudwuma ehhehye ho nkrata movie nursing training for any teacher training schools ni nyina move them into a degree aye schools no. For the meantime no alawane de ometua if you say omo ya ho nkrata asem into obotumi move schools ni nyina be degree aye schools every single tertiary institution sebio ewa Ghana no they will have to go and take loan. But I see eno nkyere say emrama ya no obebu mra so if you say yenhye mra untumi mbu mra so. Ini John Mahama say even though emrano omu nyanshe nwie no omu pensemu ansa na yakodum pempensuo bi a ɛwɔ sɛ nursing training ne teacher training fo nyina egi loan na yɛ substitute ɛde saa alawasi kan ekosi more hospitals no also for the meantime no onim sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ sebio ɛyɛ alawa no ɛkɔ nti ɔno ɛyɛ president papa na adwene yɛ adwuma no ɛnyɛ because sɛ yɛyɛ mmara no ɔbɛbu mmara so nti alawa na ɔmo deserve ndɛ no deɛ ɔwɔ sɛ yɛde ma ɔmo nti John Mahama ɛne ɛyɛ finance minister atena ase ka sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛde sika bi ɛsaado ma ɔmo de ma alawafoɔ no sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a sɛ aban hyehyɛ mmara no wie na nursing training colleges teacher training colleges ɔmo nyinaa bɛyɛ degree schools a na yɛ move ɔmo nyinaa kɔ loan na yɛ substitute ɛyɛ loan no alawa no with loan sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a nkwaraa no nyinaa bɛtuma akɔgye loan but animanim a yɛayɛ deɛ sɛbio yɛmfa ɛdeɛn enihanhan ɛnkɔ apreke nsɛm afie nti ɔse mo alawa no deɛ ɔde bɛma mo until some bɛyɛ krataa na wie ɔmo bɛhyehyɛ nneɛma no ɛne enti ɛwɔ sɛ mo a moyɛ student ni nyinaa no and finance minister saka asɛm bi ɔse ɛyɛ ɛka na ɔmo de alawa no ɔmo tua ka ni nyinaa enti mo ana aban de mo ka alawa na NPP aban Bawomia Akufo Addo ɔsɛ chairman sabonsu ɛyɛ de napo ɛyɛ Kennedy Japan NPP akronfo we de mo ka no John Mahama through this budget no say ɛka bi ɛka mu a na aban mbrada wo sɛ ɔsɔ mo tua alawa ma mo a yɛde saa sika no ma Samira akɔtɔ draws ɛkɔtɔ makeup ɛde yɛde bi ma ɛyɛ Akufo Addo yere ne mbako bi restaurant no John Mahama ne na aban sɛ eka bi eke mu bia no omo be make sure say omo tua saka no na sebio yesa ye nkrata emove eye teacher training any nursing training nyina e de aba eye degree na ya substitute eye alawa with loan no obetua sika ni nyina eno na atoforsen eka ho asem mumienkutie.
Right, Honorable Speaker, we have also allocated an amount of 564.6 million Ghana cedis for the provision of curriculum-based textbooks covering the following. 1, 4 sets of KG books and workbooks for about 2.8 million learners. Mr. Speaker, we have also provided for 4 sets of primary textbooks for about 800,000 learners. Mr. Speaker, we have also provided for 9 sets of SHS textbooks for about 540,000 learners. Right, Honorable Speaker, under the school feeding program, budgetary provision has been increased from the 1.3 billion Ghana cedis last year to 1.78 billion Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, representing a 33% increase. The allocation for 2025 reflects an increase in feeding costs per meal, per child, from the 1 cedi 50 pesos to 2 cedis, representing 33.3%. Mr. Speaker, the government has also allocated 145.5 million Ghana cedis to the capitation grant, up from 84 million Ghana cedis in 2024. This is an increase of 73.4% over the previous year. Mr. Speaker, we have also allocated 203 million Ghana cedis for the payment of teacher training allowances and another 480 million Ghana cedis to nursing training allowances. Mr. Speaker, we have uncapped the National Health Insurance Levy. Mr. Speaker, we have uncapped the National Health Insurance Levy. An amount of about 10 billion Ghana cedis has been programmed for the National Health Insurance Scheme. And this amount is expected to be used for the following: claim payments, essential medicine, vaccine payment, free primary health care, the Ghana Medical Care Trust, Mr. Speaker, and bridging the USAID financing shortfall. Mr. Speaker, year 2025, government will continue to implement reforms.
I mean, you jump in chair or the auto force and eka. Where John Mahama NDC budget. So if you say NPP, I'm treating myself more for 8 years. The next 42 years, na agenda and the started from end. Now, auto force and eka, before our car nursing training, any teacher training allowance for 1.7 say. See, and Ghana no. John Mahama said, I was at Aquarabia, a man of 4 sets of books from primary. Airbus, I was at Aquarabia, every primary, basic schools, no. I was saying, I'm at Aquarabia 4 sets. KG cross your mom 4 sets of books. Over primary schools are 4 sets of books. I was saying, more books and 9. In the KG4, I was at Aquarabia, textbook and 9. I was at primary, Aquarabia, books and 9. So over a senior high schooler, I was at Aquarabia Enya school books and kron. I bind it here. I was encouraging access to textbook. Omube to my kind is a time I near school no. In the Mahama said we test to I was at Aquarabia or SSBR from a 2025 week on. I was see a mom school books and kron 9 books. I bind the mom for free. Aquarabia or KG. I was see a man book and 9. Aquarabia or a primary. I was say I bind say. I buy ento books and 9 and for more and near 1. Or see, John Mahama Asaka through the budget say for the next 42 years. Remember, books here the man korai nei KG 4 books omujin 9 for the next 42 years. If you have a kaho, and ya dia ye be jai. And yet 4 books here the man primary no for the next 42 years. No, we are for TMA. And ya dia ye be jai. Into NDC you so keep your more power. Or see SS4 no. Textbook 9 for the from now to the next 42 years. No, Akorebi obeko SSB or see a man books 9 books. I bind the bit here. Now, one friend drew or see. John Mahama say one country say about school feeding. Nana do danko Akufo Addo moteso ba omia moteso no. Sika omu yito was a yemfan feeding kwara wo school na 1.3 billion. Maamefo na omu nua aduane e was school feeding. Na de bi omu ye demonstration say aban sika na nso ye bre ama tomatoes ene nyoma ye de nu aduane mankora na de asai ne de ma omu boy Akufo Addo jimi no e ka kire ba omu jimi e ka kire NPP for say momwa na enkwara ne nya aduane pandi NPP aban omu nyina ka say feeding program for school feeding for ye nkwasiafo omu enfi omu John Mahama ni NDC about power omu do 60 days John Mahama ended in the budget no say eba wakwara aduane obedi wo school feeding no sika na da ho ye 1.3 billion na Akufo Addo ye ka kire say sua onfa bin kan no John Mahama said sika no we moving from 1.3 billion to 1.78 billion or the over 400 million account. Into John Mahama said 1.3 billion no and the school feeding budget or the amount 1.7 billion and into na Akufo Addo time no omo born say sika ye de man kora no per head Akorebiano, Akufo Addo take 7 years and send a movie one Ghana 20 pesos to 1 Ghana 50 pesos. John Mahama dia bemu 60 days and they will move to 2 cities. Intende Akorabia duania odi wo school no Ghana buy na ebetua Akorabia 2 cities per Akorabia or Ghana oko school. Umpe we na opeka ya motium ensi ho osaka asemfoforo. John Mahama through the finance minister okansemi or say Bibia your friend nursing training allowance. Or say where you sika 280 million Ghana cedis. Bidia ka be 70 enkum tete Ghana sikano. Ofa bidia ka to create a bidia ka nko be 70. Sika John Mahama etwa to 208 million Ghana. Or say nursing training allowance ye fentua e ka wombia muntia. Hey John Mahama ni NDC. The 42 years no Ghana for ye hu light no. 42 years no you light no o we o say mama ninsuwa o say teacher training allowance o say we sika teacher training allowance we 208 million and bi dey kan kwa be 50 Ghana titis kan enkom say o say nursing training for there wa mom 480 million Ghana obi ade ne ka ene o ma betu mo ye ntuanfa mo and the budget na medwudwom a kire no or see, omwa yentua ma omo no nursing training for no 480 million. Teacher training no 208 million. Enimenim ya no finance minister ni make sure say yetua lawa no Emma, Oma to Tunyoma, and make sure say, nursing training teacher training, you move Omunako, a degree, not Omunina, substitute allowance for loan. But for now, no dear, a can be a womb, any allow be a no John Mahama say, Yanfa, a Ghana Sika, 480 million Ghana, Yan Chaman Quarano, and 208 million, Yan Chama teacher for training college. And so, or say, Apomudin here, John Mahama. Or say, Apomudin. Here John Mahama. John Mahama said we sika 10 billion. Tete Ghana sika no. Asori da nkwa cathedral nkwa 30 sika nkom. Tie. Roma asori ewo community. Sa asori ne sa 50. Sika John Mahama etwa to 10 billion no enkom. Sa 30 enkom. Ose we yi sa sika no. De ne emfanye. Ose odi sa sika no ekoshe national health insurance mu. Na de na sa sika na rekoye. Ose ye fra bibi claim payment. Hospital bebre organa yede omo ka omo ma ye nduro omo ma ye essentials bia yede ye adwuma okọ hospital ati ko je duro ha kokọ sa sika ni nyina no aban na omo teso ye NPP aban omo ntua nti o se eka bi ewom bia no aban entua na sebio foforo bia ebe bia no aban make sure say sika da ho a yede ba ye nti 10 billion Roman Catholic asori nkwa 500 tete Ghana sika na nkom ene na John Mahama etwa to o se sa 10 billion no emu bi ana essential medicine eduru a sebio ehia obu ho a wakoma yare obu ho a ni kidney obu ho a nyome bi a enimanim ya ne ehia se edbehwe ne yare no o se sa sika no yemfa bi nto sa nduro no e make sure se Ghana for sebio omoso enya omo ho afa omo ho ama omo ho atomo o sa so se eya vaccine de won kwara polio ene measles ne ade no o se 10 billion yenyi bi ne yento bi nguo two na sebio sa sika no yentumi emfanhwe Ghana nkwara se ne be ya Ghana nkwara bia ebewo no yempese nkwara benya polio measles covid-19 o se eno so yemfa sika ne bi entwa wey any budget a John Mahama e de abrew 42 years no sa de amike nyina obetwa so on standard da inti so ye Ghana ni na wutiemi a wey ni nsempa no wey John Mahama ne budget na bi no budget na ba na eye free SHS Yase Mahama beguno. Yase Mahama free SHS no beguno. Ushe NPP for mo numu kankan ni omu jimi. Ene omu nkwasiade. And the budget naba. Ediena John Mahama eka fa free SHS on. Ediena John Mahama eka se free SHS no beye no. Weche sike bia na John Mahama ni NDC for the next 42 years no. Free SHS na Akufo Addo ne ba wo mia NPP nkwasiafo ne ka se. John Mahama betwem no. Mama yabusa ho se and the budget no. Edien ena eye atoforsen ekafa eye free SHS on momenko tie eye atoforsen.
Mr. Speaker, I now take you to how these resources will be allocated in the year 2025. Mr. Speaker, we will provide a city equivalent of $279 million as a revolving fund for the Ghana Gold Board to be able to. Mr. Speaker, the overarching concern about free secondary education has been its quality and the absence of dedicated sources of financing. His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama has resolved it. Mr. Speaker, let me take this again. The overarching concern about free secondary education has been its quality and the absence of a dedicated senior secondary school education and free tertiary education for persons with disability. Mr. Speaker, therefore, Capping and Realignment Act will be amended to uncap the Ghana Education Trust Fund. Mr. Speaker, this year, the budget for free senior secondary school education program is 3.5 billion Ghana cedis. By uncapping the GET fund, we will be making available an additional 4.1 billion Ghana cedis, specifically for financing free secondary education program and other related expenditures. Mr. Speaker, aside the uncapping of GET fund, we have also absorbed the debt service made up of interest and principal from the Dache bond that GET fund contracted. Right, Honorable Speaker, We have also allocated an amount of 564.6 million Ghana cedis for the provision of curriculum-based textbooks covering the following. 1. 4 sets of KG books and workbooks for about 2.8 million learners.
It ended John Mahama budget Romaka. NDC are buying a unprecedented 4.1 billion. Or say or the free SHS. Free SHS now will say John Mahama ebe guno and the sika bin sida close to 7 billion. And John Mahama say autumn ediakoshe free SHS. This is the John Mahama or cancer also ginity. The next 42 years. John Dramani Mahama say sika yede babeshe eye free SHS muno, it is going to go up and up and up. In fact, Akufo Addo no or say get fund. Sa fund na eye for just education no. Na na do danko Akufo Addo de tabono to so. Sika e wosan ke yi free mu na yede boa education wo Ghana no. Na na do danko Akufo Addo de bibia friend cap. Inti na yentumi access sika edem. If you say the get fund no ko si awawa. Inti sika edem no na yentumi mpo access en fund di djuma e wo se edidi. And the John Mahama say we yi Ghana sika 4.1 billion. Yen function free SHS nim. Seni de bebo ho bra. Enkwara aduane, enkwara school ebesi aka ho. Baby omo beda. Seni school no omo kɔ no nyoma beye yie. Ɛna ɔse get fund na ɛyɛ ɛhɔ na yɛde ɛyɛ ye school yɛde sua ho sikasɛm ɛto no we bie so nti ye hie sika ɛde ayɛ school ho nyoma bi a ɔse yɛtumi ra get fund nim. Na yɛtumi yi sika poduo na yɛtumi de ɛhwɛ ye schools no seni enkwara no benya aduane pedi. Omo benya empapa so omo benya classroom papa atrem yebetime bie schools nim yebetime nya materials papa mankora no inti get fund no eye efoto a eda ho ema den eda ho ma eye de adesua inti eyi a yebetime de aboa university yeyi bia yebetime de aboa primary yebetime yibi e de aboa SS inti John Mahama say get fund no ende no onemo kasa no wa hye emra say yentumi mbie so na sika ewom no yentumi yi sa sika no na yemfa mmoa eye de education no inti ende John Mahama say 4.1 billion or the kwakoshe free SHS since John Mahama be the president yenti sa akore bia keduane ho asem se duane ne nye o se obeye ne yie ye ba beye ne yie kura mo inti SHS na eye free no John Mahama say obehye kina makina ne mu ayedin obema emu ayedin memu ayedem memu ayefe Obama Ghana ni aba ana akware bi obeko SS no na kura ebeto ni yem obehu se school na okọ no eye school a ahom ka wom enti John Mahama say 4.1 billion yen fan koma free SHS yen si schools ni bi nka ho yen mom aduane pa yen mom kan yen gina so yen mom supanom yen mom bebi nda yen man kwara ne nti ase se omo nom ye future enti o say ye bo omo ho bra inti free SHS na impreko NPP for kasa ye betwemu no and the John Mahama ahyemu kina ama na gina na naso a sebio as we speak the free SHS for the next 42 years say NDC keep more power John Mahama will make it better. He will make sure every single child will be SS no the free SHS will be a place akorebia ebehu say yes ama Ghana na mewo na adena misua no misua edi ama me ho esa di ama Ghana. In the John Mahama ka mon kan kire MPP for no say John Mahama no is 7.6 billion. 7.6 billion. So ukofa bidie ka 50. Ahwea ka 14. Now for Emoreka 38. And sana waba befa National Cathedral kwara 10. Ghana titis kan enkom 7.6 billion. Sika podua sebio Cathedral kwa 30 enkom. Any bidie ka 400 enkom John Mahama 7.6 billion no yemfama free SHS na schools no engina na so every say owo dwuma ye owo say obo Ghana ho ban owo say NDC echichire Ghana for the next 42 years it is all Ghana na wo hweme a free SHS no sebio de na yepese ye no na ebe start no yen keep NDC in power for the next 42 years yen bo John Mahama ne NDC yen guide omo ye mistakes yen ni omo nkasa omo ni yen kasa na yen make sure say the 42 years agenda no ejina ne na so. This is the John Mahama we have been talking about. And the atofo we no or chere Ghana for say they the NDC and Ghanaians they have delivered. And the NDC keeps saying they will deliver. John Mahama said the NDC will deliver and they have delivered. This is Atofo and he told Ghanaians to say the NDC, they have delivered.
Mr. Speaker, we are making serious progress. Right, Honorable Speaker, we are making progress. We committed to running a lean, efficient government of 60 ministers. Mr. Speaker, we have delivered. Mr. Speaker, we committed to scrapping the e-levy. We have delivered. Mr. Speaker, we committed to scrapping the betting tax. We have delivered. Right, Honorable Speaker, we committed to eliminate academic fee for first-year public tertiary students. We have delivered. Mr. Speaker, we committed to providing free tertiary education for all people with disability. We have delivered. Mr. Speaker, we committed to providing dedicated source of funding for free secondary education. We have delivered. Mr. Speaker, we committed to distributing sanitary pads to our schoolgirls. We have delivered. Mr. Speaker, we committed to uncap Get Fund. We have delivered. Mr. Speaker, we committed to uncap the national health insurance. We have delivered. Right, Honorable Speaker, we committed to uncap the road fund to maintain our roads. We have delivered. Mr. Speaker, we committed to hold a national forum on education. We have delivered. Right, Honorable Speaker, we committed to hold a national dialogue on the economy. We have delivered. Mr. Speaker, we committed to deliver free primary health care. We have delivered. Mr. Speaker, we committed to deliver Mahama Care Program to finance the treatment of non-communicable disease. Mr. Speaker, we have delivered. Mr. Speaker, we committed to deliver free textbooks to school children. We have delivered. Mr. Speaker, we committed to begin the implementation of $10 million Big Push program. Mr. Speaker, we have delivered. Mr. Speaker, we committed to constitute a review process for our Constitution. Mr. Speaker, we are delivering. Mr. Speaker, we committed to build the Ghana we want together. We are delivering. Right, Honorable Speaker, we committed to recover all looted state funds under our Operation Recover All Loot program. We are delivering. Mr. Speaker, we committed to reset Ghana. We are delivering. Right, Honorable Speaker, I call on Parliament, the business community, civil society, investors, and all citizens to support the bold reforms outlined in this budget.